I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Then?
A few moments later.
What's up, guys? Boy, Benny. You hear me talk all the time about how much I hate communists and Marxists, and part of the reason why I hate them so much is because these people have meaningless lives. They don't shower a lot, they've never met a bar of soap or any shampoo or conditioner, they're smelly, gross, and they have orange teeth. These people are also living inside of a fantasy world, a godless, loveless existence, where they simply claim to be revolutionaries for the cause. They don't know what they're revolting against, except for they know that everything in society, that the society that hasn't given them exactly what they want in life, that everything in that society must come crashing down. That is the ultimate purpose of the Marxists. That's why Marxists have always been fat, slovenly, lazy, grotesque, smelly individuals who need a shower. Karl Marx was that person. He used to have French fries in his beard and a bunch of Chick-fil-A sauce, and he was really sick. He was like a repulsive figure. Vladimir Lenin, the same thing. Same with Mao Zedong. These people are utter goblins. They have always wanted, at the central core of Marxism, is to tear down everything that came before you. It's called Year Zero Maoism. Year Zero Marxism. Marxism in and of itself is the practice of destroying everything that came before you. Because everything that came before you is a power structure that could potentially threaten your power, and Marxism is really the end result of getting full and total power for these godless, smelly people. And so they will always burn the churches, desecrate the institutions, blow up the statues. I mean, Vladimir Lenin spent the first 20 years of his rule in the Soviet Union burning every church, destroying the priesthood. Karl Marx in the Communist Manifesto talks about how the first thing we got to do is get rid of the family, we got to get rid of the church. Take the kids from the parents. Does that sound familiar? You gotta get rid of these old institutions that hold us back from having total and complete end-to-end, cradle-to-grave power over you. And that is why historic works of art, historic statues that are beautiful, and historic documents of real meaning to the world are oftentimes the targets of this neo-Marxist movement that has taken the shape of the climate movement in our modern era. The climate movement terrorists, as I will call them, went to Washington, D.C. today, and this one hits the heart because I used to live in D.C. I care a lot about our founding documents, and these monsters went into a place that is hallowed ground called the National Archives in D.C., and they dumped red powder paint all over themselves and the Constitution of the United States. So two gross, smelly, right? Grotesque, smelly, zit-covered dudes were able to desecrate our founding documents inside of the National Archives. This hits close to home to me or anybody who's been to D.C. because the National Archives and this display specifically is, one of the most powerful and one of the most important displays in America, arguably the most powerful and important display in America. It's hallowed ground. I mean, it's quite literally hallowed ground, right? You're not allowed to take photos of it. You're not allowed to touch the glass. This is something that was obviously featured quite prominently. Nicolas Cage movie, National Treasure, for good reason, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very, very important display. And what these people have done by desecrating it is to prove, obviously, the tenets of Year Zero Marxism, that none of it matters. The only thing that matters right now is the here and now power. We should actually destroy the founding documents. It would be better if we just desecrated and destroyed and violated the founding documents, because they are preventing us from taking full end-to-end control of your life. And that is what these people are doing, and that is what they're saying. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and listen here to what these people did and how this all went down at the National Archives.
We are determined to foment a rebellion. We will not be held accountable to laws in which we have no voice or representation.
So there they are,
This country is founded
smearing
on the conditions
their
that all men are created for
red paint.
and endowed with the inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We're calling for all people to have all these rights, not just wealthy white men. We all deserve clean air, water,
Look at the Birkenstocks.
and a livable climate.
Classic Birkenstocks. Dude, she's not gonna date you, bro. Sorry, man. Save some chicks for the rest of us, you know? Nothing like a self-loathing white man, soy-filled self-loathing white man in Birkenstocks, smearing themselves in paint.
Fossil fuels to start moving towards real climate solutions.
Amazing, they treat these guys with kid gloves. The every J6er grandmother was treated far worse than this, obviously. Ashley Babbitt, of course, too.
There's people all over the world suffering the emissions we've historically emitted and that we continue to emit. We need to change how we do things. We need to change systems and value the lives and well-being of people over the profits of the many. We need to declare a climate emergency. President Biden, please declare a climate emergency. America, please declare a climate emergency. This is terrifying.
Again, pure soy.
We need to act like we're terrified, or else no one will believe that this is really as bad as it is.
You gotta clear the area. It's
We need to
Oh, we have to leave?
clear the area.
We have to leave, gentlemen. We have to leave.
All the way. You can do it from the gate. All the way.
I don't care.
Everyone out. Nope.
So the guys are now getting arrested.
You can once you go beyond this gate.
They gotta shut the gates, guys. They gotta shut the gates.
Okay.
Is this the
No, it does not.
I can understand the,
close the gates?
quite frankly, I can understand the concern of the cops
You're okay
here,
with me staying at the gate?
No, you can stay right there.
because you have no idea what powder, what that powder is. You know, you have no idea what substance has been brought in. Oh my. Police brutality, right? Interesting.
Thank you very much. Ma'am, can you go this way, please? I know. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Can you go this way for me, sir?
Oh, she
Clear
said
it
we
out.
could film from the gate.
Clear out for me, sir. Clear out, clear out, clear out, clear out. Thank you.
Good for the officers there. I mean, again, I can understand, like, what the hell is all this powder, right? Like, weird, what is all this strange powder? Like, I can understand people's hesitancy, but it sounds like these complete assholes were arrested. Listen, man, here's the deal. They're talking about the danger of petroleum products, yet they're sitting there with Birkenstocks and leather belts, which are animal and petroleum products. The guy's wearing a Gore-Tex jacket, which is a petroleum product. That's a petrochemical that is used to make that product. That dude's glasses, like, are made out of petrochemicals. These people, they don't care. Here's a Van Gogh. This is in Europe. These people, they don't care. They're here to desecrate the things that we beloved in society, the things that, you know, that connect to all of us. This is called culture, right? Like, when you have a culture, like a shared culture, like an actual cohesive culture, is like paintings that we all agree are beautiful, and documents that we all agree in the premise and pretenses of the documents, right? All men are created equal. Okay, good. Inalienable rights, right? Like freedom of speech and so forth. These are like things we agree on. They're targeting the things that we agree on here's the girl with the pearl, right? It's a very, very famous piece of artwork. They specifically target the things in society that are culturally relevant and beautiful for destruction. They're trying to destroy those paintings and documents because they wish for, actually, the Marxists wish for the destruction of culture. They long for, if it were up to them, all this art would be shredded. If it were up to them, all of this, this stuff wouldn't exist. Maybe you've heard of this piece of art. The Mona Lisa is culturally relevant. Think people care about the Mona Lisa? Either are smattering it with paint. If there wasn't protective glass there, it may have been ruined forever. And that would have been their goal. These people in their Gore-Tex boots and their petrochemical jackets wearing literal oil products while they talk about the dangers of oil. These jackals. So this is what the goal is. The goal is year zero Marxism. The goal is to ensure that there is no future for you or me, no future worth living. These people are, I think, loosely part of the Just Stop Oil campaign. I would assume they're part of the Just Stop Oil campaign. These are normally the jack that go and protest. And who funds the Just Stop Oil campaign? Well, you'd be very interested to find that the person who funds it is the heiress, Eileen Getty, the granddaughter of the oil tycoon J. Paul Getty. She is the key funder of all of this. So the granddaughter of an oil tycoon. Raise your kids correctly, ladies and gentlemen. Because there are forces out there that are coming to corrupt your children. So a woman who has never had to worry or had a single care in her entire life, a spoiled Nepo baby of the left-wing Getty family, taking the profits of her grandfather's oil riches and then funding them into groups that literally use oil products to destroy priceless pieces of art, or at the very least try and destroy it. That is exactly why I call them a suicide pact. Like, it's culturally suicidal. They wish to destroy our culture. They wish to destroy the things that combine society and make this world worth living in. Art and beauty, the little pieces of art and beauty, the things that connect us to a time gone by, to the past, and that give us wisdom about the future. That give us a mooring, like our Constitution. That give us something to anchor to. And they cause unbelievable destruction. This is why I will end with a good note. Frankly, there are times when these people get what they deserve. When law enforcement has had enough and they arrest them, they put them in cuffs and in chains and in shackles for literally making society awful to live in. Thank goodness. Look at this. I mean, it's amazing. All these emergency crews that needed to come through. This was out in Nevada, I think during Burning Man, very famously. Look at the traffic jam that they caused. Look at the pain and suffering that these selfish, narcissistic, fatalistic, nihilistic pricks caused. You don't want, trust me, you don't want to see what comes next if these people get their way. You think COVID was bad? What these Marxists have planned for all of us, if they actually gain true power, if they get their little climate emergency, if they're able to shut down all business and all industry forever, that is the goal. That's the end result. So keep fighting, okay? They're attacking the Constitution now. And that's not the bug, that's the feature. They wish to destroy the Constitution. Keep that in mind when you vote. If you love this country, which I do. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay base and read your Constitution before the climate freaks get it. See ya.